Separate but Equal is really great. That's partly because Phil and Lil are my favourite characters, but also because it really helps to highlight the changes that preteens and teenagers are going through and can definitely make younger viewers feel like they're not alone. This is the fourth episode of the fourth season of All Grown Up, and it's Phil and Lil's birthday. And they are both growing up, and Betty and Kira take Kimi and Lil shopping for bras, which is a traumatizing experience for them. And when Lil is at home trying hers on, Phil accidentally walks in on her. And it's the first time Phil has really started to notice Lil as a girl and to notice the differences between them. And of course, as they grow up, those differences start to become more apparent. And they decide that they're going to have different birthday parties this year and they want different cakes. And I kind of had to laugh. It was so awkward. But the moment, this is a tiny spoiler for something funny that happens, when Phil wants, I think it was an ice cream cake, and Lil said she wanted cupcakes, and Phil's mind immediately went to what he saw when he walked in on Lil. And that was really awkward, but kind of funny and unexpected, and it amused me. And then they do have separate parties, but things get a little intense between what is ultimately the girls' party and the boys' party. And I won't say exactly what happens with it, but I really enjoyed it. When they're separate, they're talking about various aspects of puberty, shaving legs. Chuckie had a beard, hair, and it's really interesting to kind of have all of these different aspects of growing up mentioned in one episode, so viewers of a similar age will be able to relate to these things and know that actually these characters are also perhaps struggling to come to terms with these things, or they're feeling awkward about it or embarrassed. And I think that relatability there is really strong. And also the fact that they're talking about it with their friends could encourage viewers to do the same thing as well. And I think that was a really, really great decision. So that part of the episode, absolutely fantastic. We also have a bit with Dill, where he thinks he's been bitten by a vampire bat and he's going to turn into a vampire. And it wasn't the most interesting part of the episode, but ultimately what happened with Dill, I really enjoyed as well. So actually, it's a really strong episode all round. Great narrative, great pacing, very well animated. I love Phil and Lil. So this was always going to be a winner for me, and I'm really pleased. Really pleased with it. I thought Separate but Equal was a pretty brilliant episode and possibly one of my all time favourites.